Welcome back to Carbeats. Today, we're diving into something special. You've seen muscle cars, you've heard them roar, but this one right here. This isn't just another fast car. It's a symbol, a tribute, and maybe, the final chapter in a legendary story. The 2026 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. Yeah, you heard that right. Z28 is back. And it's louder, faster, and meaner than ever. So let's start with the basics. But trust me, nothing about this car is basic. Chevrolet decided to close the book on the Camaro with a bang, and they brought the Z28 badge out of retirement to do it. And when Chevy pulls that name out, they don't play around. Historically, the Z28 was born for the track. It's not just about straight line speed, it's about balance, cornering, and creating a car that's as precise as it is powerful. The 2026 Z28 is the perfect modern expression of that formula. Let's talk about what's under the hood, because this is where the magic happens. Chevrolet reached into its performance vault and grabbed the same 5.5-liter naturally aspirated V8 that powers the Corvette Z06. But this isn't your typical old-school V8. This one's got a flat plane crankshaft, and if you don't know what that means, just know it revs higher, sounds wilder, and feels more like a European supercar than anything we've seen in a Camaro before. This engine makes a massive 670 horsepower and over 460 pound-feet of torque. All naturally aspirated, no turbos, no hybrid assist, just pure, high-revving American muscle. That redline, 8,600 RPM. Think about that for a second. That's the kind of number you expect from Ferraris, not Camaros. And the sound, my god, the sound this thing makes is just brutal in the best possible way. It doesn't growl, it screams. It doesn't whisper up the power band, it punches you in the chest with every reverend. It's an engine you feel as much as you hear, and it's what sets this car apart from everything else in its class. Now, all that power would be nothing without a proper platform to handle it. And Chevy made sure this Z28 isn't just a straight-line dragster. They've sharpened every edge of this car for track performance. It sits lower than any other Camaro. It's wider. The suspension has been completely retuned, with magnetic ride control and adaptive dampers that respond in real time to keep the car planted. We're talking about a muscle car that can actually corner with the best of them, whether it's on the street or carving through apexes on a circuit. And the grip, holy hell, the grip. Chevy wrapped the Z28 in Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R tires, ultra sticky, track-ready rubber that basically glues this thing to the pavement. Pair that with forged aluminum wheels, lightweight suspension components, and a trick limited slip differential, and you've got a car that can dance just as well as it can brawl. Then there's the aerodynamics. You'll notice the aggressive front splitter right away. Carbon fiber, sharp, and functional. It's paired with an underbody diffuser, massive rear wing, and new side skirts that channel air perfectly around the body. All of it has a purpose, downforce. This car stays glued to the track at high speeds. And it doesn't just look fast, it is fast. Reports suggest the Z28 is pulling over 1.15 gigaseconds of lateral grip in corners. That's supercar territory. And wait, Chevy's gone on a diet with this one. Carbon fiber hood, carbon ceramic brakes, stripped out interior with optional rear seat delete. Less weight means more speed, better handling, and sharper response everywhere. It's Camaro's final form. A lean, mean, track-dominating machine. But even with all that performance, Chevy didn't completely forget about the driver. Step inside, and it's clear the focus is on business, but it's not totally bare bones either. You get race-inspired Recaro bucket seats that hold you in place during hard cornering, Alcantara trim on the steering wheel and shifter, and a digital gauge cluster that gives you every bit of info you could want. Track times, G-forces, tire temps, lap telemetry, you name it. You also get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, a premium sound system, and even a heads-up display, so it's not totally stripped down. But make no mistake, this is a driver's cockpit. Everything is centered around performance. No flashy gimmicks, no luxury nonsense, just the tools you need to drive fast and drive well. So why is this car such a big deal? Because it's the last of its kind. Rumor has it this is the final ICE-powered Camaro. No more V8s, no more thunderous exhausts. After this, the Camaro name might live on, but the muscle car we all know and love. This is the grand finale. A last hurrah before the EV wave takes over. And if this is the end, what a way to go out. This car is more than just specs and performance numbers. It's a love letter to everything that makes car culture exciting. The noise, the speed, the mechanical feel, the way it makes your heart race when you hit the throttle, it's all here. It's not just a machine. It's an experience, one that's becoming rarer with every passing year. Driving the 2026 Camaro Z28 isn't just about going fast, it's about feeling alive. Every rev, every shift, every corner, it's visceral. There are no drive modes or fake sound generators here. What you get is what you hear, what you feel, what you control. The kind of raw connection between car and driver that modern vehicles have mostly left behind. Now, let's be real, this isn't going to be a cheap car. It's not a basic Camaro SS with a few bolt-ons. This is Chevy's Halo model. Early estimates put the starting price somewhere around $90,000, maybe more with options. But when you consider what you're getting, a hand-built V8, supercar-level performance, and a genuine piece of history, it's not just a car, it's a collectible. A future classic. And for the true enthusiasts out there, that price tag, totally worth it. And don't even get me started on the aftermarket scene. The Z28 is already aggressive from the factory, but you know the tuners are gonna take this platform and push it even further. Superchargers, custom exhausts, track builds, you name it. This car is going to live on far beyond the showroom floor, because it's built to be driven, modified, and loved. Now I know the big question some of you are thinking. How does this compare to the Mustang Dark Horse or the Dodge Challenger Demon 170? Well, that's a spicy debate. The Dark Horse is sharp and balanced, but it doesn't scream like the Z28. The Demon 170 is a drag strip monster, but it's not made for corners. The Z28, it kind of lives in the sweet spot. It gives you the raw muscle of a traditional V8, the precision of a track weapon, and the soul of a car that was built for the thrill, not the spec sheet. And let's be honest, it just looks mean. The stance, the angles, the aggression, it's got that "don't mess with me" presence. Whether it's sitting still in a parking lot or flying past at 150 miles per hour, it commands attention. So, where do we go from here? What happens after this Z28? Well, Chevy hasn't said much, but the rumors point to electrification. The next Camaro, if it returns at all, might be an electric performance car. And while that future could be exciting in its own right, it's hard to beat the feeling of a high-revving V8 under your right foot. That's why this car matters. Because it captures a moment in time. A moment that's disappearing fast. If you've ever loved driving, if you've ever stayed up late watching track day videos, reading engine specs, dreaming of a perfect line through a corner, this car is for you. It's built for the people who still care about the way a car feels. Not just how fast it is on paper, but how connected it makes you feel. That's why the Z28 is more than just a Camaro. It's a statement. So tell me, Carbeats crew, what do you think? Is this the ultimate modern muscle car? Would you take it over the Mustang, over the Challenger, over anything else in this price range? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I want to hear from you. And don't forget, if you like the video, hit that like button, tap subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a beat. We've got more reviews, more track footage, and more deep dives into the hottest rides hitting the streets.